call it like? Did you already send it on? Can we call it a test? There's a few ways to change that. We are live. Hey, faggot. Oh wait. Cool. Dude, why did the internet have to say that word?
Hey, internet! We're on the internet. Oh, this is perfect height.
Yeah, maybe we should have figured that out.
Hey, guys.
You can move that mic forward.
I've been smoking for 400 years.
Live right now?
We are no less than live. On the internet, even. Big guy with a...
Check 1, 2.
no. It is recording. Who
I don't
gives
care.
a shit? Unrehearsed.
Yeah. So, what we're doing right now is a test of the ATS Live podcast that we may do here in the future, right?
Who knows?
Who knows? So,
Who
I have a
knows?
for those of you that are probably listening / watching on your media of choice. I think I just burped into the mic.
That's fine.
I think that's
Much
considered
worse has been done
unprofessional.
into that thing, I'm sure.
I have a podcast called After the Session, which you can find in a lot of places. Anywhere you would consume a podcast.
Mm-hmm.
And I often have guests on that podcast, and we talk about audio stuff. But
Now you can see us.
theoretically,
Us like I'm always on the show.
I-
I could potentially have always been on the show, but now you can actually see me.
So I'm actually going to record another podcast after this with Ben Moore, who's could be
Actually
here any second.
interesting. Not me.
But Patrick, the manager / drummer extraordinaire here at Signature Sound, is our test guest at the moment. Do you mind being called a test guest?
Test guest. If it didn't rhyme, I might have a problem.
guest.
I'm all about it.
I'm in the process of copying this link.
Who knows? I guess if you're watching, let us know if you can see us and
How do
hear
I-
us.
How do I click on? Oh, I see what you did. You shared the YouTube link
To the Facebook.
to the Facebook. So,
which,
Oh.
as the test guest,
this looks amazing.
who knows? It could actually work.
This is amazing.
There's like a better way to do it, but I don't care. I don't care at all. This is the way we're doing it. Test guest style.
Max, you are a maniac. This looks fantastic, bud. Max is our video person.
Person.
I don't know. Patrick did most of it.
I've just been here longer, so I'll take the credit though.
Okay.
I will
As
take
soon as
that.
I copy and post this link onto my Facebook profile here, real quick.
Well,
which
people.
Is
The
something I
thing is
wanna-
also is that for these things, you always have to say, hey, we're gonna wait for people to tune in,
Okay.
and make sure you comment and let us know. Say hi in the chat. Let us know where you're from. Let us know where you're listening from. Max, you also have access to that over there, the Facebook and the YouTube, so you can see what's going on. If anyone says anything in the chat, don't tell me what they say because I don't care.
Oh, so I should probably pull this up.
Pull
on
up the YouTube. Yeah, pull up the YouTube page.
Okay.
This is just beautiful. This whole the interactive age of the internet and these shorts. I could hike them up.
Don't. Please, for the
Right.
love of God.
Yeah.
If I say anything, it's from AJ Froman.
Okay. Cool. Change that.
Okay, so let's officially start. So
We're starting.
I'm gonna pretend that this is the beginning.
Hey.
Hello everyone. My name is Christian Cummings, and you are listening to After the Session and watching it now. My guest today is Patrick. Yay!
Hey.
Patrick, how are you, Patrick?
I am great.
Where are you from, Patrick?
I'm originally from a little town in Virginia called Norfolk, also pronounced Norfolk if you're from there, which makes no sense. Moved here a year and a half ago from Richmond, Virginia, where I lived for most of my adult life, and I'm here.
Wonderful. Do you like it here?
It doesn't suck. No, it's great. I've been on tour out on the West Coast a few times, and it kind of just every time I came out here, it was like I got back and I was like, why the hell don't I live
I've had that same
on the
experience.
West Coast?
Yeah,
So-
it's fucking amazing. Oops, can I cuss on YouTube?
Hell, shit, yeah, you can.
Okay. I didn't know if they would like. I don't know.
The
The
YouTube
deal is-
gods might get mad at us.
Huh? Yeah. Okay. Then it must be
It
fun.
must be fine. Don't ever listen
You're a
to
drummer.
that logic. I am.
And probably a songwriter, and you do other stuff too, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
How long
Yeah.
have you been drumming?
Elementary school, 4th, 5th grade, something
So
like
a long
that.
time.
Long time on and off. My first instrument was the stand-up bass in orchestra, and it was only because I was the only child
Mhm.
large enough to be able to hold it, and they needed someone to play the double bass in the orchestra section.
Right.
And then, but I liked the rhythm section the most.
Do you play anything else?
Drums and bass, and then I can fake my way through playing like guitar,
Okay.
but I suck. I can like make it takes me a lot. I'm not fluent. I can sit there and be like, oh, these notes sound cool, but I have no music theory at all when it comes to anything
What
stringed.
what's your favorite kind of music to listen to and or play?
I love listening to obviously like drummer interesting stuff. You know, like Benny Greb is like a killer drummer,
Mhm.
and he has like a little thing, and I've been listening to that a lot. But I grew up listening and playing a lot of like heavier music, heavy fast music, so
Okay.
I'll always kind of go back to that, like East Coast punk rock, hardcore stuff.
Right.
Anything politically charged, fast, fuck you, mom, like all that kind of shit when
Yeah.
I was growing up. And then kind of chilled out, and then I started to actually take rudiments seriously. So
That's one step beyond where
Yeah,
I went.
so
drummer. It's like, I got the paradiddle. I'm good.
yeah, I was like,
Done.
okay, well, I started off not knowing anything, never being trained or learning officially anything, and then I went backwards. I taught myself, and then I was like, wait a second, my left hand sucks.
Yeah.
And then I started doing more rudiment stuff in like the last 4 or 5 years,
Yeah.
which I had no idea. Like that shit works, kids. Just practice rudiments.
What's your favorite rudiment? Because the paradiddle's pretty cool.
Doubles.
All right.
I think it's important, you know, because you can throw some cool doubles in there, like with fills and stuff like that. Like, I'm no like Eric Moore gospel chop kind of guy, but all those dudes, like, their singles are just insane. Like, they just have insanely fast singles, and then when you throw some doubles in there, it just spices the whole thing up. Especially if you're going in between, like your hi-hat and your snare like insanely fast with your left hand, and then there's all sorts of crazy shit you can do with like fills and stuff with doubles that are kind of cool.
So aside from drumming, what are some of your hobbies?
I used to race bikes, like bicycles.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Like what kind of bicycle racing?
off
not
road,
BMX.
off road.
BMX.
Well,
Well, is
I
that
grew
even
up-
a thing?
It
don't know.
is. I did really like the movie Rad.
That's probably made before you
I-
were born.
It was very much so. But I loved BMX. I grew up skating, and then I got into BMX, and I rode BMX forever and ever. And then I was a bicycle messenger in Philly, and I rode like a fixed gear.
Yeah.
And then I was like, damn it, I want to be able to like still be able to do shit like I could on my BMX bike, but I also want to not have to stand up the whole time like you have to when
Right.
you're 6'4" on a BMX bike. You can't really like sit down and go for a couple miles.
Yeah, you'd be like smacking your nose with your knee.
Exactly. So I was like, okay, well, there's these types of bikes called like cross bikes, cyclocross bikes, and it's kind of like if a road bike fucked a mountain bike. And so it's kind of like it's like a road bike with big tires, and you can do mountain bike shit on it.
Right.
And so I kind of really fell in love with that because you could go to the grocery store,
Mm-hmm.
but then you could also hit the trails.
Mm.
And so it was a perfect bike, like one and done kind of bike. And I used to do some of those races. And I mean, I used to actually ride like, 50 to 100 miles, like at least once a week, like
Yeah,
on a
that's
single
awesome.
day,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I would ride 15 miles a day, like just minimum.
You must have been in
back
killer
Virginia.
shape.
I actually was at one point.
Yeah, I bet.
way more.
I'm sure you're still
Yeah.
in shape. But you know what I mean.
I can do
Did
like
you wear those
15
shorts?
push-ups.
Did you wear
I-
your shorts collection? On doing
shorts, kids. Just wear shorts. Come on. What's the point? You don't look cool in jeans. You're hot. Admit it.
that? All right, here. Let me give you a couple
PSA.
questions. This isn't going to be that long of a test. I think we'll probably.
That's fine.
I feel like.
I think most people prefer that.
Let me think of a good question to ask you. What is the worst place you've ever traveled?
Ooh. So after leaving Norfolk, Virginia, and seeing the world, I kind of realized I started at the worst place in the world. So literally anywhere else is completely okay
Uh-huh.
compared to my hometown.
How about?
But aside from my hometown, worst, like least amount of Yelp review, like worst Yelp reviews.
Yeah.
I would say worst place. Shit. I don't want to like call anybody out.
Fuck it.
Good point.
Nobody cares.
Oh, Michigan. Just like almost anywhere in Michigan is Florida. Oh, no, you know what? Florida.
Okay, Florida.
Florida on average, fuck you. Sorry. You're like New Jersey with humidity and palm trees. You're the fucking worst state. And you ruined 2000. You really fucked that all up. So, and I'm talking to you, Florida. Yeah, so politically, just as a where it's at is terrible. It's so hot and humid
Mm-hmm.
and racist.
Mm-hmm.
The only redeeming factor is Tom Petty.
Tom Petty was from there, wasn't he?
Gainesville. And that's barely even into Florida.
You
And
know who else
Gainesville
was there?
Fest. Gainesville Fest is
I
amazing.
feel like Jocko Pistorius was
Yeah.
from there.
Limp Bizkit's from there. Here, let me
Oh,
name
shit.
why you should love Florida. Creed,
Creed.
Limp Bizkit. You can hate on me as much as you want, but yeah,
That's why I love you, Patrick, though.
Jacksonville,
You say
Florida.
Exactly what you're thinking, man.
Jacksonville, Florida.
Okay, here's another question for
Yeah.
you. Outside of work, what takes up most of your time and energy?
Oh man,
Music.
yeah, it's weird. Like when you're,
Yeah, you work all the time.
Well, to be off work, you would have to not live here.
Wait, here's another one.
Yeah.
What was the last illegal thing you did?
Wow, that's really good.
That's
to
a good
say
one,
on
huh?
live internet
Come on.
TV. I guess cocaine. Hey, Mom, what's up?
What about not involving drugs?
Not involving drugs. Oh, probably. I jaywalk all the time. I mean, like that, but that's like,
Yeah, that's boring.
like real illegal. Probably like some sort of like tax thing.
Yeah.
Some white people, like white collar shit.
Yeah.
I don't really believe in like killing people or stealing.
Yeah, I'm not into that killing thing either.
I'd say all in all, I try not to kill people every day. If I can make it through a day without killing people and doing cocaine, successful day.
Hey, man, that's a pretty good. That's a pretty good bar, pretty high. That's a pretty.
Stay in school.
All right. Let's do. Before we're only gonna do this for a few more minutes.
I just want to say this has been great. Wonderful after the session.
Right. Let's see if anybody wants to ask us a question in the live chat.
Yeah, is that even popping off right now?
We're getting there. I think. No.
I
think,
please
no.
stop streaming is not a question.
Somebody got a question? Anybody?
Y'all got a question.
Richard Martin is cracking me up right now. I'm not going to read that though, but that's pretty hilarious.
Is it
Hi
someone
from
you
Sao
know?
Paulo, huh? No, someone you know?
I don't
Richard
know.
Martin. He says, "Who is this douchebag?"
Fuck yeah. That's tight.
AJ Froman says, "Can my band be on your show?"
Fuck
Not
no.
on this show,
No shows.
but on another show, yes. Feel free to ask another question and insult us.
Who the fuck is this douchebag? That is tight. Richard, you're my favorite guy. That's so great. That's the kind of YouTube shit I'm all about.
Oh my god. Yeah. That's great.
Dick Martin.
Well, no one's asking any good questions. Do you want to ask me a question? Anything.
Can we stop now?
Yeah, absolutely.
No.
Ben's waiting
Well,
right now.
yeah, Ben is waiting. Ben, okay, so Ben Moore is actually an interesting person. And Dick Martin, stick around, bud. We got all sorts of douchebag shit for you.
All right,
No-
guys. Thanks for checking out this live attempt here,
The test.
our camera test. You guys are great.
Thank you very much.
Do you have an Instagram?
Yes, at Richard Martin Rules. I'm gonna change it right after this. It's at Richard Martin.
And then, Richard Martin said, "Just kidding, all in good fun." We
Oh,
know,
hell
man.
yeah,
we
dude.
got thick skins. You
Dude,
can say way
you-
worse stuff than that.
I don't even think anyone could offend me at this
Yeah,
point in my life.
yeah.
No, it's at Patrick DeWitt Drums.
At
That's
Patrick
it.
DeWitt Drums.
You're probably gonna spell DeWitt wrong. It's all right. I'm not gonna spell it.
I'm at christian.m.cummings. My website, christiancummings.com, has the podcast stuff. This place is Signature Sound, signaturesound.com. What else?
Yeah, if you're seeing this, you're probably already friends with us on Facebook. So
Yeah.
just be cool.
Just do us a favor, and now that you've seen this, don't unfriend us.
Don't unsubscribe.
Yeah. Thanks a lot.
Thank you guys. Later.
See you soon.
Cool fade out music. Do you know how to stop the stream? Just stop watching.